Hey everyone, it's Hannah here and thanks for coming to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to go over the new Pretty Grunge collection from Huda Beauty, including the eyeshadow palette and the face blush gloss. Interested to see what that looks like. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like this video, follow me on Instagram and TikTok at the Hanali because I am constantly on those apps every day, if not here on YouTube. But without further ado, let's get into the Pretty Grunge collection by Huda Beauty. As I clip back my hair, I just want to put a quick disclaimer that Huda Beauty did send me the entire collection in PR, but I will still give my honest first impression review. I actually have not tried the collection at all. I've only unboxed it. I know it's been a while since it's been out already. But I do have everything from the collection, including this face blush gloss, which I'm really excited to use. They even included their kohl pencils, their kajal. They have a lip contours. I know they have the black liquid lipstick in here. I don't know if that was even out before this collection, so really interested to see how those look. But what I'm really excited for, and I think a lot of folks are, is Huda Beauty's new large eyeshadow palette. Look at this. Oh, so pretty. And the names are just so perfect. So in the PR mailer, it did come with this little pamphlet talking about how Huda really wanted to just mix her love for glam, and she was obsessed with like the 90s grunge beauty look. So that's kind of where she got the inspiration for this collection. I definitely want to use some of these shadows right here. They're just so intriguing and I think perfect, especially for the holidays right now. She did include this choker as well, which was cute. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to just put, it's been a while since I've tried a Huda Beauty palette. I haven't actually used one in a really long time, and this one is just a really beautiful cool tone while still having some warm shades over here. So let's put them on the eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one eye on camera and then do the other eye off camera because I think that's just easier for me. So I have my little eyeshadow brushes right here that I've been really loving and using. So I have them in front of me. That's why you see me looking this way. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take the shade Brave, this one right here, and apply that to my crease. A while since I've used Huda Beauty shadows, but from how I remember it, they're quite pigmented. Look at that. That was just a one swipe, and I feel like I don't even need to apply anymore. Now I'm gonna go and take this beautiful shade right here, and that's in Nirvana. And I think I'm just gonna apply that to the outer corner of my eye right here. Like so. And then just blending it out. Look how easy that was. There's this shade right here. It's that one. It's called Strong AF. I'm gonna see how it applies with the brush and then maybe go in with the finger. Ooh, wow, okay. Did not expect to see that much pigment with a brush, because usually with these shades, you have to go in with your finger, but look at that. It's actually really pretty on a brush. Like, I'm shocked to see the payoff be so nice with the brush. All right, I'm now gonna take the shade Renegade and just apply it as like an outer corner liner situation. We'll see how this works. Love to lay down shadow and then go over with like an eyeliner pencil or a gel pencil, but look how easy that was to put down. And I feel like even that could be enough. And again, this is in the shade Renegade. Wow, that looks pretty. I'm now gonna go in with the shade Maverick and just kind of see if I can intensify that shadow right here. And again, I'm using a brush just to see how it applies with the brush. Ooh, it adds a lot of sparkles. I'm gonna go in back with the shade Brave and just apply that to my lower lash line. Just because I feel like this needs a lower lash line. They also sent this Huda Beauty long wear eye pencil in the shade Very Vanta, which is extreme black. So I'm thinking of just kind of going over where we applied Renegade. Just to intensify that line a little bit. So it looks like I got a little carried away with the liner, but it does look very nice. This creamy kohl liner from Huda Beauty is so easy to use. It glided on seamlessly to my eye, which is why I had a little bit of too much fun, I think, with the liner. So looks good though. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera and be right back. All right, so here is the complete look on the eyes using the Pretty Grunge palette. Of course, definitely not the most creative eyeshadow look, but this is definitely something that I would wear personally and I think looks really nice and pretty, especially those shimmer shades. Without even using my fingers, going in with the brush, they look very pretty on the eyes. So, and this is definitely a look, especially with the eyeliner, that I generally do like to do when I'm doing a full glam look, because I feel like it definitely brings out my Indian, just how I've always done my makeup. So I really like this palette. It's very pretty. I mean, Huda Beauty's eyeshadows are always just so easy to work with, especially in the larger pans. I mean, I know she has the smaller quads. Well, how many are in there? Like the 8 pan palettes, but I like her larger palettes. I feel like her larger palettes are always just way better, has way better quality. The colors are just so much nicer, and I like the tones in this one. It's very wearable. I'm definitely interested in this Pretty Grunge blush gloss. I've never really heard of something like that. I'm not even sure how I should apply it. This is in the shade Punk Pink, and it has just like the most interesting texture. It feels like a jelly. So I'm not sure if I go in with my fingers or a brush. I do have this brush right here. I think let's try the brush. So I'm gonna go in with the brush, just directly. Oh yeah, the color's coming on to here. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, cool. So you could definitely use the brush. When you use the brush, you do see the pigment on the bristles, as you can see. So it is a really nice pink, and I'm gonna see if I can just use my finger. Yeah, I think the brush works perfectly fine. It is a little intimidating, but it does come off with the brush. It's very subtle, almost like a natural blush flush of color. Texture though, because you don't see it, but then what an interesting formula, but it does look very nice on the complexion, and it didn't disrupt any of my makeup underneath, and I did have powder on, so I will say the formula definitely works over powder, but still really interesting and different. I feel like Huda Beauty is always just coming out with really innovative and different products, especially in such a saturated beauty space. It's really hard to do. All right, so personally, I'm not going to wear the black lipstick just because that's not the vibe I'm going for, but I did want to show you that they do have a black liquid lipstick, and then their Silk Balm, which is like their lip treatment that Huda Beauty has, comes in this shade right here. So just to show you, it's almost like a clear, it definitely will just come off more clear when you put it on your lips. And then you do have the black liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Ex-Wife. Just like a side by side. Really cool, but I'm definitely not gonna be wearing that right now just because it's not the moment. Instead, I'm gonna go ahead and take this Huda Beauty Lip Contour 2.0 in Warm Brown, and we're just gonna line the lips. And then just kind of touching it up like so. And I like to go ahead and take these Glowish Bombs by Huda Beauty and just go over, this is actually in the shade Coconut, and just go right over. And look how pretty that leaves the lips, while keeping it hydrated but still having some color. So I really like the combo of these two. Before we finish up this look, I want to go ahead and just do my final powder. If you're new to my channel, you probably don't know this, but I like to go ahead and make sure to set my face with translucent setting powder, and then right at the end I like to go in with the finishing powder just to make sure everything is locked in, keeping my skin looking really smooth and just a nice finish. So I'm going to take the Easy Bake and Snatch powder, of course, by Huda Beauty, and this is their Cherry Blossom shade, and I'm just going to go in with a light fluffy blush like this and just kind of go over areas I know I tend to get oily, I have larger pores, just areas I really want to soften up. Go over the nose, and this does add some brightness, and I feel like doing a last finishing powder just really brings your look all together. All right, that is it for the look. Here is what the eyes are looking like. The blush, Pretty Grunge palette. Again, Huda Beauty's large pan palettes I think are really sought after because it's such a unique color story. She gives you so many different textures and formulas and finishes in an eyeshadow palette. I feel like within the beauty space, we've been doing so much clean girl makeup, everyday natural makeup, that I'm excited to see brands kind of going back into using more colors and just more eyeshadow. I think focusing on going back to more on the eyes. I miss it, so I'm personally really excited to see Huda Beauty really going back. It almost reminds me of like that 2016 makeup, but a little bit more elevated, a little bit more cleaned up. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what other makeup videos or beauty lifestyle videos you'd like to see on my YouTube. I know I do post every day on TikTok and Instagram at the Henna Ali if I'm not posting here on YouTube, but I definitely want to continue to post on YouTube and really get back into these long format videos. But make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.